Hey, how's it going? It's Ollie here. So in today's video, we're going to talk about 5 small business ideas you can start with under £5,000 investment. I'm going to explain what the business idea is, the total costs to get started, also how you can make £1,000 a month with this business model, and the pros and cons of each model so you can decide which one works for you. So the first business idea is media buying. Now this is a fancy way of saying running people's ads, right? You run advertising for companies and you get them leads and you get them customers. Now you can run these ads on Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube, which is the same platform, TikTok. You could also do display ads, those banners you see on some websites. Single website media buys, like when you contact Huffington Post, get a rate card, ask how much it will cost to run an ad on their site, and then buy some space. Or it could even include print ads and other offline media. So how do you make £1,000 a month with media buying? Well, first of all, pick a platform. It's really good to specialize in a certain platform when doing this, because even learning one platform can be overwhelming. So just pick one to start with. I would pick TikTok right now because it's the latest up-and-coming platform a lot of businesses are experimenting with, and nobody really knows how to use it very well, except for a select number of people. Then get a course on how to run the ads on that platform. Now you could learn all this stuff off YouTube. So much better having a course, especially if there's a good community, a good coach who can help you. You'll just learn way faster and have a really structured way to actually learn the process. Optionally, once you've picked your platform, you've got a course, get certified. Some programs give you a certificate which proves that you know what you're doing with the platform, and that can help you get clients. Once you've learned how to run the ads, you've picked your platform, you possibly got certified, pick a niche, right? Now you could just be a general TikTok or Facebook ads buyer, but if you say I'm an ads buyer for dentists, when a dentist sees your service, they're going to know you know how to get clients for dentists. You really understand them. They're going to be much more magnetized towards you. It's going to be easier for you to get clients. So how do you get clients? Well, cold outreach. Send emails to business owners, offer them maybe a 1-month free trial to get them results, and then charge them a certain amount per month. You could charge them maybe £500 per month plus 10% of their ad spend, for example. Could be a good place to start. And then just really focus on getting your clients results. Once you've got results from your clients, you can get referrals. They'll know other business owners. They'll know other dentists who need the same service. That's how you can start building up your media ads buying agency. So what's the cost of starting this business? Well, it's just the cost of the course, really, and the certification. I'd say you could get a good course for up to £1,000. The pros of this business model is cheap to get started. You just need the course and you can get going. The cons, well, it's a steep learning curve if you want to get people results, which you do, right? It can be hard to find clients, right? Cold outreach does take a lot of time. It might take you a few months to get your first client, and also it takes a bit of negotiation. But it's a good business model. Lots of business owners need ads. All right, model number 2 is freelancing. Freelancing is basically doing online odd jobs for businesses. Which could be design, virtual assistant work, data entry, social media management, content creation, that kind of thing. How do you make £1,000 a month with freelancing? Well, step 1, sign up to Upwork, right? Great place to find clients. When you create your application for Upwork, don't just say you're a general virtual assistant. They might not let you join because there's too many of those. Zero on a specific skill. Could be design work, Excel, content creation, something like that. You don't have to have much experience, but just explain this is what you want to offer. Then just apply for jobs on the platform. Get experience from little jobs, get some reviews. Focus on wowing your clients. So really over-deliver. Do way more than they'd ever expect from you, and this will get you great reviews. Then improve your profile. Once you improved it, people trust you, you can actually start to charge more. Again, if you specialize in a particular thing, you're going to do a lot better. So what are the costs for being a freelancer? None. Right, it's actually free to get started. Obviously, you just need a laptop, internet connection. I'm assuming you have that, and then you can get moving. The pros of being a freelancer: Upwork has a lot of clients waiting to hire you, right? There's no cost to get started. It's really, really good. Cons, well, it can take a while to charge a decent amount for the projects, and a while to earn enough. And it's not scalable, right? You only have take on as many clients as you have hours in the day. There's a limit on that, right? So you'll get to a point where you can't really take on any more clients. The only way you can increase your earnings is if you charge more per client. You can still earn a lot of money doing this, but it's not scalable. Business model number 3 is property sourcing. What is property sourcing? Well, it's where you become a middleman for property investors, all right? And you make a sourcing fee when you find them a deal. Okay, so you don't actually have to buy properties and sell them, right? Because that will cost way more than £5,000, but you're like a middleman. So how do you make £1,000 a month property sourcing? Well, first of all, understand how lease options work. Okay, if you Google lease options, you'll find a little bit about them. Basically, it's where you get a contract with the option to buy a house at a later date. So for example, if I get a contract on your house, I control that house and only I can buy it within 5 years. Nobody else can buy it on the market. So I control the property. This means I control it, but I don't own it. So I don't have to put down a deposit and get a mortgage and buy it from you and all that. So then, this means if somebody desperately wants to sell their house, you can control it for them and then sell the contract to own that property in the future to a potential investor. You're the middleman. So once you understand how this works, then you just need to find people who want to sell their house desperately. Maybe they're in negative equity, right? So they have a mortgage, but they owe more than the value of the property when they bought it. So they're in a bad way. They need to get rid of the house. Or probates, they've been inherited a house, a family member's died, and they don't know what to do with it. They want to get rid of it. Maybe it needs loads of work done. They don't want to pay for that. And you can find these people by advertising or just calling up people who have their house for sale and seem to be in these situations. Then once you found somebody who desperately wants to sell their house, you're going to find an investor who wants to buy a lease option and have the control over a property in the future, and then sell the contract for the property to the investor. And that's where you get your fee, £3,000 to £5,000 for each deal. Now you can ask around to find investors, join groups on Facebook, stuff like that, or you could use advertising to find these investors. And really, if you just do one of these deals every month, you can make 3 to 5k every month. Pretty powerful. The costs for this business model, well, none if you don't advertise. If you just ring up people looking to sell their house and you just find investors through Facebook groups and networking, no costs. However, if you advertise, then maybe £10 a day advertising would be £300 a month. Depends on your budget. If you want to advertise more, obviously it will cost more. As you grow, you do more deals, you can put more of the money back into advertising, grow the business and do even more deals. Pros of this model, big sourcing fees for each deal, 3 to 5k. You can get started with little or no money, right? Because you can just call people up in the beginning. Cons is marketing and sales skills are needed, right? You're going to have to be able to sell this option contract to a homeowner and explain to them what it is. And they're going to have to trust you and like you. You're going to have to call people up and be on the phone. You're also going to have to understand how the deals are structured, because if you're going to sell something to someone, then you really need to know how it works inside out. So that stuff can take a while, but I mean, it's worth it. It's a great business model. I've got friends who've made a lot of money doing this stuff, and it's really worth it. So yeah, great business. Business number 4 is consulting. Basically, you become a specialist in a certain area. All right, then you advise people in that area, get them results, and charge a fee. Okay. How do you make £1,000 a month as a consultant? Number 1, pick a niche. All right, don't just be a general consultant for anything in the world. Nobody will trust you. You need to pick a niche. Zero in on one thing. Learn more than 97% of people on the planet about that niche. This isn't actually very hard. Read 10 books on the subject. You already know more than basically everyone on this subject. People are way too lazy to read 10 books on something. So do that, and you're already really knowledgeable. Then get some results for a small fee. You could possibly negotiate a pay on completion deal where you offer to get somebody results as a consultant. They only pay when they get the results. This will get you your first client really fast, because that's an amazing deal for the company or the person. Then once you've got a good testimonial, you can start, again, getting referrals or advertising your services, and you can increase your prices and build up a consulting practice. So what's the costs for this? Well, it's none as long as you're not advertising in the beginning. It's actually none. You can get started for free. The pros of this model: no startup fee, don't need any money. You can charge clients a monthly retainer for services, anything from £500 a month, £1,000 a month, £3,000 a month, 10k a month. You can make this as a consultant, as long as you get people results, and as long as you have the type of clients who can afford that. Businesses are usually the type of clients who can afford that. Cons of this model: it can be hard to pick a niche. Like, where do you start? That can be difficult. That's where people get stuck. You need to sell the value of information. You're basically just selling information, which is intangible. So you need to be good at sales, because people need to understand why they should pay you to essentially just talk to them on the phone. Not an easy thing to do, but if you can learn how to do it, you can make a lot of money because there's no costs. It's a pretty good model. And business model number 5 is, you probably guessed I was going to mention this one, selling on Amazon. It's basically where you sell physical products on Amazon using their fulfillment network. Very, very, very powerful business model. Obviously, I've made a couple million doing this, so I am I love the model, and I tell everyone to do it. How do you make £1,000 a month selling on Amazon? Well, first, find a smash hit product. Right? It needs to be high demand, low competition. It needs to be low hassle, and there needs to be a gap in the market. If you want to learn how to find a hot product, look at my channel. There's loads of videos where I analyze niches, tell you how to find products, and just follow those videos. Once you find your niche, test the niche with a small batch, right? Go out there, buy maybe 50, 60 units for a few £100s, send it into Amazon, see if it sells. If it sells, great, you found an awesome niche. Check the numbers and then import a larger order, 500 units. This is where you make profit, right? Because you get the product cost down, you get more momentum when you're selling, you get your product to page 1 so customers can see it. 5, 10, 15 sales a day, you've got a real business. But you have to make sure the product's going to be profitable before you spend the money on the import. Once you've done that, launch the product and you can get it to £1,000 a month profit or more. So what are the costs of selling on Amazon? Well, a few £100s for the test batch, a few £1,000s for the big order. So the pros of selling on Amazon can be quite hands-off, right? You're sending stock into Amazon's warehouse. You can ship it straight from China all the way into Amazon. You don't have to see the stock. You don't have to deal with customers. Amazon handle everything. You can get sales very quickly on Amazon. Send stuff in, customers see it, they buy it. Like, people get sales within a couple hours of the product going live. So you can move very fast. It's very scalable. I mean, if you're selling 20,000 units a month, like, yeah, the logistics is going to be harder, but you're not the one going to the post office to post the products to the customers. Amazon are doing all that, so you can scale it as much as you want. You could do 10k a month, 50k a month, be like me, do over 100k a month, and you know, the business, yeah, it's more things to do, but you don't have to constantly deal with every customer because Amazon's handling that side of it. What about the cons? Well, the big one, you need cash to get started, right? More than any other opportunity in this video. In fact, if you have cash but you don't have much time, Amazon's probably one of the best ones, right? Because you can just buy the stock, send it in, get it to sell, and grow the business fast. If you have a lot of time but you don't have any money, Amazon may not be the best if you want to import from China. You could always start like I did with retail arbitrage, buying products from shops and selling them on Amazon, and then growing up your pool of cash that way, and then importing from China. But yeah, 5 businesses you can build with under £5,000. If you want some help getting your business started and you're interested in selling on Amazon, that's what I specialize in, then click the link in the description. We can have a call where we'll talk about your goals, get really clear on what type of business you want to build. Then we'll talk about where you started from, right? So where you are right now, and then we'll bridge the gap between where you are now and the goals and figure out what are the steps you need to take to get there. So you get real clarity on how to hit the goals. Once we're clear on how you hit your goals, we can talk about whether we'd be a fit to work together to help you along that journey. And I have some done for you services. I can help you research your product. I can help you get your product shipped from China. I can help you create your listing. It's all stuff I can do for you. So book in your call, we can have a chat, and it'd be awesome to get you set up and get you moving. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you're interested in selling on Amazon, check out my channel. Tons more videos on how to research products, how to source them from China, how to get them to sell, 10 sales a day, how to scale the business, mindset stuff. There's loads. There's also loads of testimonials of people who've done this for real in the UK and other countries as well. Thanks so much for watching. Hit subscribe, hit like, leave a comment, go book a call with a team if you want some help, and we'll catch up very soon.